Have you ever imagined what it must be like to be a bird? If you were a bird, what bird would you be? Since becoming a bird is not possible, the next best thing is bird watching. I like to watch birds and make up scenarios as what the birds are doing. For instance, the other day, I saw two gray doves sitting in my backyard tree. They seemed to really be enjoying themselves. I imagine they were having a conversation. Lovely weather we're having. Why, yes, I do agree. It's a beautiful day. And then out of nowhere, a blue jay came swooping in between them, pushing them out of the tree. I imagine the blue jay saying, "Get out of here, you ugly gray birds. You know this is my tree." In this book, look up bird watching in your own backyard. The author, Annette Kate, uses bird dialogue to make birding more exciting while teaching students about birds. It is both entertaining and educational, and I have never seen a book like this before. This book is packed with information, and each chapter is more like its own mini book. Instead of telling one story, the author tells many stories about lots of bird topics. She really encourages her readers to sketch birds and includes details about how to do so. She uses comic strips about everyday bird situations to give factual information about birds. The topics range from how to begin bird watching, colors and shapes of birds, feathers, sounds, bird habitats, migration, and classification. I wanted to share with you one of the comic strips that is paired with information so you can see for yourself what I'm talking about. You can follow along in your own book or look at the copy attached to my book talk. This is on page 27. Once they grow up, many birds keep the same look for the rest of their lives. For you, my dear, a berry as lovely as red as me. Ahem? What? I love a man in uniform. I wish I had epaulets. Come along, dear. The male is often brighter than the female, sometimes a lot brighter, and sometimes just a little bit. In a few pairs, the male and female don't appear to be the same species. And in others, the sexes look exactly the same. There are three things I liked about this book. First, the illustrations. Every time I thumb through this book, I notice a new illustration because it is so packed. The color of the illustrations remind me of the illustrations in the book Beautiful Blackbird by Ashley Bryan. The drawings in both stories are bright and fun. The second reason is I love the dialogue and thought bubbles between the birds. This is something, as I shared earlier, that I enjoy doing when I see birds. It's playful and ultimately what made me want to read this book. The dialogue and thought bubbles remind me of some of my son's comic books. The third is that Look Up is packed with information about how to identify birds while bird watching. And it's not boring. This book reminds me some of Stella Luna by Janelle Cannon because there is factual information told by fiction, where this book, Look Up, has the playfulness of fiction, but it is clearly still a nonfiction book. Overall, if you have been curious about birds, bird watching, or enjoy sketching birds, I would highly recommend this book.